What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight... Okay, making her debut on the channel tonight, we have, I hope I pronounced this right, Diana Ankudinova. Yes, indeed. How about that? Diana Ankudinova making her debut on the channel. This comes as a request from Mike Zotov, Tala Ant, and Sergey Kot. They all want to see me react to this song. It is Diana Ankudinova putting her spin on the Chris Isaak tune, Wicked Game. Now, have I heard the song before? Full disclosure, yes, I have. I've heard the original song before, many times. The Chris Isaak song it's pretty well done, actually. It's not one of my favorite songs, but I mean, it's a very well done song. There's absolutely no doubt about that. I think that was, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's the biggest hit he ever had. And with good reason. It really is a really well done song. So, full disclosure, since I have heard the original song before, I will not be taking the original song or the songwriting into account here in any way, shape, or form. Since this is a cover, I will only be reacting to, evaluating, and scoring what Diana does with the song. Her interpretation, her arrangement. Did she take any liberties, or did she just do a full-blown exact carbon copy cover of the song? I have no idea. I guess we're going to find out. I also understand that this is a live performance, so I will also be taking the live performance into account as well. Stage energy, crowd interaction, stage presence, production, stuff like that. So please keep that in mind. Let's see. The video was originally requested, that was posted by HTB. We have a problem there. HTB decided to make his video private, so it was not taken down due to copyright. It was simply made private by the poster. So apparently something happened. He got upset and he decided to take his ball and go home and have a hissy fit. So y'all can blame HTB for that. I did find this video. It was posted up just, a couple weeks ago. So this was, let's see. This was posted, I can't even pronounce that. This was posted by KWSTAS Vagias. So Quistas? Sure, why not? Quistas Vagias. And the video has 459 views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Diana Ankudinova. Hope I pronounced that name right. Wicked Game. There it is. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
Save me, but you. It's strange what desire will make foolish people do.
Okay, well, first of all, this is on one of those, how should I put this? Competition shows. You know what I mean when I'm putting up those quotations. Yeah, competition shows. Anyway, so take that with, however you want to take it. Now, having said that, one thing I will say about these competition shows is once they get to a certain point in the season, the production level just goes through the roof. I mean, it's not during the, auditions, or stuff like that. It's, it's after that. It's after like the first round of eliminations and stuff like that. When they get to like the semifinals or the quarterfinals or whatever, that's when you start to see the show invest money into the productions. And you can always expect these shows to put a lot of effort, a lot of time, and a lot of financial backing into them. So I'm not surprised by the backgrounds, the backdrops, the lighting, all the effects and stuff like that. I'm not surprised by that one bit. I actually, when I saw that this was going to be one of those shows, I was like, oh, I expect that. So yeah, I'm glad to see that this one is no different. I'm not sure which country this is in. I'm thinking Russia. I believe this is Russian. I think. I mean, it might. I don't know. It looks like it's Russian. Yeah, these shows are in like every country. So again, not surprised. But so far, her interpretation is different. It's nothing at all like what I was expecting. Her approach is very light-handed, soft-handed, a lot of breathiness, almost to the point of being a whisper in some points. It's a good effect. Here's the thing. I don't know if I'm necessarily a fan of it, but I cannot deny that it is effective. It is working well. I just don't know if I'm a fan of it. I don't know. I mean, maybe it will grow on me. But as it stands right now, I'm not personally a fan of it, but there's no denying that how she's approaching the song is very effective and very fitting of the song. So anyway, let's keep going. Let's see where this goes.
Class.
What we could game to play.
Wow.
To make me feel this way.
Hitting that low.
What we getting to do to let me dream of you. What we getting to say. You never felt this way. What we getting to do to make me dream of you. I don't wanna fall in love. No.
Oh, she was on the fourth for a while. It's the fourth. So she was hanging around the fourth on that chorus, not the root. Yeah, it's the fourth, all right. Wow. It was, I mean, it worked. I mean, it's different, and I'm okay with it. Like it's not bothering me one bit. What she did, as far as from a notational standpoint, I'm fine with it. It's different. It's weird. It's not what you usually hear in covers. So this is one of those examples of taking liberties and putting your own personal spin on it. So You know, usually the line ba-da-da-da-da-da comes back to the root, ba-da, and then back up to the fifth. But in this case, she goes ba-da-da-da-da-da and stays on the fourth. It's I would have never thought to do that. I mean, I've, to the best of my knowledge, like I've heard a couple of covers of this song, and I've never heard anybody do that ever. So that's new. That's different. Not what I'm used to. Not what I'm even necessarily comfortable with. But it works. It absolutely works. And I gotta give her mad props for being ingenuitive enough and creative enough to have that type of foresight to take that chance and make that happen. It was very well done. Very well done. I have a question. I mean, I'm not familiar with this show, but I've seen other shows like this. I know we have a show here in the States called The Voice. And I thought that the chairs were supposed to be turned around so their backs for them. Unless this is, oh wait, hold on. All the production, this is probably not auditions. Okay, never mind. But if it's not auditions, why are they pushing buttons? I am a little confused with the premise of how this show works. So I don't know what those green buttons mean. It's like, you moving on? Is that what it means? They're not selecting them. It's just moving on? I don't know. There are so many of these freaking shows out there. I can't keep them apart anymore. Anyway, let's get back to this. Let's keep going.
I don't wanna fall in love.
Like a little break. Stage presence. Nice.
And no one could save me
Bring it back down again.
But you.
Nice. Well done. Really well done. Have that big build up, swell, hit the apex, shoo, and then bring it right back down to where it was at the beginning. Nothing gradual, no downward slope whatsoever, just an immediate drop. Very effective, great for effect and the impact of the effect. So no, that was fantastic. Very well done. Let me think about this. I need to think about this one a little bit. Shouldn't take too long, but I do want to give this some thought. Give me a few minutes. I'll see you in the review, and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Diana Ankudinova. I really hope I pronounced that name right. With a live rendition of her version of the Chris Isaak song, Wicked Game. Again, this was a request from Mike Zotov, Tala Ant, and Sergey Kot. Okay, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give that an 8.5. Yep, 8.5. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Okay, keep in mind that I am not taking the song itself, the original song, what Chris Isaak wrote. I am not taking that into account here in any way, shape, or form. I'm only focusing on two things right now. One, what Diana did to make this song her own, her rendition of the song, her cover. Anything that she might have changed, the way that she interpreted it, any variations that she took, or any liberties that she took. That's number one. Number two, this is a live performance, so I'm taking the live performance into account as well. Okay, so let's talk about the live show first, okay? So, Live performance, yes. Was she singing live? Yes. I mean, I believe she was singing live. I'm like 99% positive she was singing live. The production, I really don't expect anything less from these types of shows, because when you get to a certain point, like I said during the reaction, with these shows, when they've been doing the auditions and stuff, you're not going to see a whole lot of money put into production, because auditions are auditions. And I mean, I use that word auditions loosely because I'm just following the format of the show. So, you know, when they're doing the audition processes and stuff like that on all of these shows, and I'm talking all of them, it doesn't matter what show it is you're watching, American Idol, you know, or just Idol in general. I know Idol shows are all over the world. Got Talent, X Factor, whatever those, I don't even know if X Factor is even still around. You know, The Voice, whatever the Voice, you know, nation is that you're in. All these shows, you're not going to put a whole lot of production into the auditions. So I don't know why that is. I mean, it's all part of the show. You might as well just do it, but whatever. And then, you know, the next round, they usually don't either. But by the time they get to the next round, like the quarterfinals or the semifinals, when there's only like, you know, half of the competitors left or whatever, you'll start to see production. You'll start to see a big push on production. And the other thing you'll notice is the farther in they go, the better the production gets, until they get to like the finals, where they have spent literally hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars on production. You know what I mean? So when it comes to doing these kind of shows, and I see these kind of shows, I expect nothing less than great production. And I mean, I saw great production here. I did. Great use of backdrops, great use of lighting, the costumes, fantastic. Everything was spot on. Everything was on point. So no problems there. Nothing blew my mind, but they met my expectations. And my expectations for shows like this, like I said, are great or better. As far as her live performance, I gotta be honest with you. When we started out and we had that nice soft approach, I wasn't expecting her to move around. I wasn't expecting her to do anything like that. She's up on this pedestal, which I have a feeling she was probably told to stay there. So she did. But and I'm thinking to myself, okay, well, there's not going to be a whole lot of stage energy, obviously. There's not going to be a whole lot of stage presence, probably. And not really a whole lot to expect from a visual standpoint as far as her performance goes. Well, I would say I was about 85% correct about that. For about 85% of the song, she really didn't do a whole lot of movement or motion. She didn't try to interact with the crowd. She didn't have any, you know, charisma, any stage presence. And that was intentional. It was absolutely intentional. It was in line with what was happening musically. So it makes perfect sense. Then when the music kicked in for like that last 45 seconds, like the last minute to 45 seconds, the song suddenly took off, and it grew and it swelled. And as the song grew and swelled, so did her stage presence. All of a sudden, she starts moving. Not necessarily her feet. She was pretty much glued to that pedestal. Again, like I have a feeling she was told to do by the producers of the show. But with her arms and her arm movements, big, flowing, reaching arm movements and motions, very fitting for the growth and the swelling that was happening within the song. Very appropriate, very much in line with it. So no, she did a great job of that. Her stage presence shot up big time just during that 30 to 40 second section. It shot up quite a bit, so good on her. As far as her vocal delivery, very impressive. The interpretation of the song that she did, it was definitely a unique approach. I've never heard the song interpreted like that. Very breathy. Everybody thought that everybody thought that Chris Isaak's, I watched a Marvel movie last night, don't ask. So everybody thought that Chris Isaak's version was very soft. And I mean, it was, but not this soft. This took the softness to a whole new level. Very breathy, almost a whisper at times, and very effective for the beginning. And then the song gradually grew and swelled all the way through the entire song. In the second part of it, she took a very, I guess, baritone approach. She got down with her range quite a bit and really opened up her throat to give it that deep, rich, thick, open tone, open throat tone that you usually get from male singers. But she pulled it off really well. At times, I'll be honest with you, it did sound a little masculine at times, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. It's just, it was unusual to hear a female performer be able to emulate and get that male style of tone. So kudos to her. Absolute kudos to her. Definitely shows off talent. And then, like I said, the song swelled and it grew and it grew. Her vocals grew with it. Very well done to the apex, where I am so glad they did this. It got to the apex, it got to the high point, and right when it got to the high point, it just immediately dropped straight down. There was absolutely no decline whatsoever in the power and in the swell and in the growth. It immediately just shot down to where it was at the very beginning. Very, very effective for the purpose of impact and for the purpose of getting their attention and keeping it and making that emphasis statement of this is how we're gonna end. So great job on her part. Now listen, 8.5, I am very happy with that score. I am very happy to give that score. She definitely deserves that, if I'm being honest with you. It was a great rendition of a really well done song, obviously. I mean, like I said, I'm not taking the original song into account, but it was a fantastic cover and a really good live performance. I mean, it really was. So you got the fantastic interpretation, mix that with the really good performance, and you get a score of 8.5, which by definition is a great score. It's actually literally right in the middle of the great scale. So there you go, 8.5, final score. I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hopefully you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, then I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for tonight, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.